Hello and welcome to flight Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, taking off from Le Havre in on the west coast of France, and we're going to be eventually going to Mont Saint-Michel, again on the west coast, but we're going to go via um, oh oh Honfleur Honfleur, and we're going to see the Pont de Normandy initially. We're going to go via Honfleur, then we're going to head south, and we're going to have a little whistle stop flyby of Lisieux to see if I can see my uncle's old house, actually, and the basilica and things, which I haven't seen. And now he sold it after a couple of decades, unfortunately, and that's it gone. So I won't get the opportunity to really revisit, or nor will I have any particular reason to go back to Lisieux. Um, let's take off. So we are currently facing southwest, so we're going to have to rotate round once I've throttled up. Let's try and straighten out on this runway. This rickety old Cessna has done me well. Yeah. So some early morning flight. Well, not that early, but about 8 a.m. And here we go, straight onto the coast. So Portsmouth Le Havre is a journey I've done many a time, um, but via ferry. So it's interesting to see Le Havre by air. It's not a town that um, I've stayed in. It's a nice town, you know. It's not one that I've spent much time in, to be fair. Just going to throttle down a little bit. It's a nice view. Again, France is a beautiful country and quite large as well, actually. I've changed my cockpit position and I'm sitting a lot further in front, if you like, which just gives me that little extra view of those control clusters. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cancel anything that we've got going on here. Well, I don't know why the tower thinks I'm landing, but I'm not landing. So we're just going to leave that. No air traffic control. Seems a bit strange to me. So there's Le Havre waking up in the morning sun. Um, I don't know the name of this river. It can't be the Seine. It is the bloody Seine. Wow, Jesus, that's a long river, isn't it? That's going all the way to Paris. Crikey, we could follow that all the way to Paris as well. That's not the route planned today, anyway. But wow, it's actually the Seine. Wow, I'm so surprised, I have to say. Really surprised. I had no idea that it traverses so much of France. Obviously, Le Havre is a busy industrial and passenger port for France. A lot of trade with the UK, but also other areas around the world. So it's interesting to see. It's very, very industrial, actually. Huge cranes and things. I think there's a couple of chimney stacks there. I'm assuming they're chimney stacks. I don't really know what they are. Yeah, they look like chimney stacks, don't they? Right. Well, initially we're going to be heading westbound, which is going to be a bit blinding with the sun. I'm sure we'll be all right. Yeah, they are enormous, aren't they? They are gigantic. Christ. When you look at the size of those, such an enormous harbour. Um, I think, I mean, we're going to be predominantly over Normandy today. I don't know if Mont Saint-Michel is in Normandy. I'm not sure. I think it is, but I'm not 100%. So, but we might as well start off with the Pont de Normandy, which is about 10 miles towards the west down the Seine. When we've hit the Pont de Normandy, we'll turn back round and we'll have a quick look at Honfleur. And then from Honfleur, we will head south all the way down to Lisieux, pretty much. Um, I know that Caen is in the region, but I don't think we're going to pass Caen. Um, where is Caen? No, it's quite far to the west actually. Sorry, we're heading east at the moment. In case you were confused, the sun is rising. So yeah, we're heading east, not west. If I said west earlier. Wow, that is very industrial looking, isn't it? Very industrial looking. So I'm not sure if elements of this are man-made or not, to be fair, because I mean, or if this is just, I mean, it's huge if it is, but it's so very straight. Just over to the left there is a very very straight looking canal that must have, it must be tidal. I mean, it's so huge and opening out into the sea. So I presume that's for shipping as well. We could pop over and have a look because no, it's probably best not. Now we're going to see a bridge coming up here on the little bit that we're flying over, and that bridge will then lead on to the Pont de Normandy, which I can't remember what the bridge looks like in fairness. Ah, there it is. It's the only bridge that's crossing the Seine for quite some time, actually, the mouth of the Seine. That looks too big to be a ship. It must be a small island. Okay. Well, at least we've got the sun out of our eyes anyway. Just for a bit, a moment. So this is Honfleur up here. Where it's supposed to be. maybe a little bit further west. The bridges are surprisingly, and I am really surprised, not a very good reproduction in this game at all, really. And like I said, I'm very surprised at that because you think bridges would be a huge thing that the game would get right. And I'd be very surprised if they're just included as DLC. I mean, like this seems a bit cheeky, doesn't it? Really, to like sell you the bridges on top. Maybe because people will pay for bridges, but they won't pay for like I don't know things you can't really see, travel lodges or something. I don't know. Oh well. Um, Honfleur on the other side of the Seine from Le Havre is a beautiful town. Not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a beautiful harbour town. Um, the only thing is, it's going to be a bit small to manoeuvre around, and it's a strange contrast to Le Havre, really. Now I've just messed up my entire nav. Okay, there we go. Hopefully. So, um, what's strange is there we are, Honfleur. Um, there we go. I've got some great shots of Honfleur. Um, I'm not going to go through photos again, but yeah, I've got some great shots all around that little square there. We'll dive down into it actually. Let's just throttle down a bit. We'll be going we'll be going southbound anyway as well from here. So yeah, here's Honfleur. It's a beautiful town. But actually, we're flying over buildings right now that aren't accurately represented. But for all intents and purposes, I have to say that's fairly accurate. Just remember to hit the throttle, actually. Yeah. Let's have another little quick while we're here. A quick little bypass. Isn't it beautiful? It's really magical, and so many European cities are absolutely magical. Okay, so I'm not going to really do much in the way of ascending altitude, to be fair, because I think we'll see a lot more of France. But I'm pretty much taking a southbound approach to Lisieux. In terms of distance, I presume we're about 40 miles away from Lisieux, thereabouts. We're going to see Normandy in its finest. I do think sometimes I think Normandy's more British than Britain, really, but Yeah, Normandy is very similar in climate to Britain, but a lot more wooded, it would appear. Certainly is a lot more wooded. Some great roads for driving in Normandy. The French motorway system is absolutely superb. I know that's a bit of a dull commentary, but again, most of Europe really is when it comes to trains and motorways and things. I've stopped off at French services that have been better than some UK campsites. You know, they are absolutely superb. I'm just adjusting my head in ever so slightly just to get it bang on 180 because I've got a feeling that that's where we want to be at, to be honest. Okay, so we're at an altitude of about 1,000 feet at the moment, really quite close to the ground. I'm just going to throttle down a little bit. Really not sure how to cancel that landing. And because the plane's wanting to land as well, look at all the flaps. It's really throttled me down there. I'm not sure really. I, I'm going to let it pretend to land, but I really want to just cancel.
Havre traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 14 miles southeast, 1,300 feet inbound touch, and go left traffic runway 22.
Gonna have to.
Deauville approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 4 miles southeast of Deauville, 1,300 feet. Request flight following. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Deauville approach. Squawk 2766.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Squawk 2766 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 3 miles southeast of Deauville, 1,300 feet. Altimeter 29.92. Roger, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
I'm not sure. Let me just cancel this landing. So I'm not really sure, and it's really bugged me. I don't like having to step out the immersion really. But flight simulator cancel landing. Um, Just want to outright cancel the landing. Oh. There are no objectives.
Deauville approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 2 miles east of Deauville, 1,300 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Deauville approach. Squawk 4466.
Squawk 4466 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 2 miles east of Deauville, 1,300 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Well, at least I've
Roger,
taken
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
the landing off. The only trouble is, no matter what happens, I'm going to end up what I'll do is I'll wait till we get on Lisieux, and then, oh, I know what I could do. What's this destination here? It still thinks I'm landing though, which is a little bit frustrating. But what's this place here? Right. What I'll do is I'll set this as a destination. So begins with S. Okay, that's not really working.
Deauville approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 2 miles east of Deauville, 1,400 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna
Right.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Deauville approach. Squawk 3522.
Squawk 3522 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
We're okay.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 2 miles southeast of Deauville, 1,500 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Roger, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, we'll resume that 180-degree heading. It says there, user. I don't know, like, what that is. If that's another player on a flight or something. Okay, Google, stop. I don't know why that flicked off us then. Okay, so back on course, really. Yeah, look, user 3.6 nautical miles, just under 1,000 foot. What is that? Is that really another player? That's weird if it is. I don't know why those hints and tips keep coming up. Like, I've left hints and tips up, but surely it's come up enough. You know what I mean? I'm using it. I've been into that left click menu. You don't need to tell me about the left click menu. Right. I'm out of chewing gum, and I do like a minty taste. So I'm just found this old mouth spray in my drawer. I don't think that is a user. I think that's just a place called user. I don't know. No, it's got to be a user because no other place has got their name above it. Wow, I've seriously lost my bearings there. Um, I think we're on over a bridge actually. Saying that, no, maybe not then. Can I see? The A12 from here. Let's get some height. Struggling a little bit to recognise place names actually and correspond them to my map. Okay, that's good news. So Lisieux should be over here on the left somewhere. We have drifted a little bit eastward, westward, sorry. Okay, Lisieur's just beyond this town up ahead, so that's pretty cool. We've done well to roughly navigate. Anyway, I couldn't tell you the name of this waterway on the left here. No, not sure. Actually, you know, we could pass over Caen and head to the west after Lisieux. There's Lisieux. I bet Lisieux is going to look a lot bigger from the air than it does in real life. As I've been finding all these places. do. But then I suppose you see all the sort of urban sprawl and residential areas and things from the air, which you wouldn't really be aware of when you go into most towns. You know, you'll go to the town centre and that's about it really. Right, let's zoom in nicely on Lisieux then. Okay. Oh, this is very familiar. Well, not very familiar, but it is familiar. Now, need to look out for the basilica, which is on the hill. But I can't see it. Fancy not having the basilica of Lisieux visible. I think it would typically be... Ah, there it is. So if that's the basilica, my uncle's house is this field here that we're flying over now. There. Is it? I think it is. Should actually be able to see the house from the sky, but nope, nope, nope. There it is. You can actually see the house. Ah, oh God. Yeah. There it is. Wow. This field here beneath us. There we go. I think if we have a look down here, it's more demanding from the cockpit to see. Yeah, there it is. Anyway, that field centre screen. And the house hasn't been represented. It'd be much larger. Like, it's a bit strange actually how they've done that. And it's a shame that the basilica isn't represented either. The bell tower is of the basilique, but not the basilica itself. It's a very well-known site for pilgrimage, etc. Yeah. There's the bell tower. The actual basilica itself. But I downloaded a load of French landmarks. Look, there you can see a depiction of the basilica, just not it in 3 dimensions, which is a real shame. I don't know why they made the bell tower 3-dimensional. Okay. I think my brother and I had a few au pairs, maybe 2 or 3. So like a live-in childminder, if you like, from France. And the one that I remember most fondly is Nellie, and I think Nellie lives in Caen, and she's invited us over to see her, um, but never really had the opportunity, to be honest, which is a real shame. I know my mum's still in contact with her. We, as a family, when we drove through France, we actually stayed in the parents, Nellie's parents, actually, in central France. I think in a place called Mazamet, or near Mazamet, anyway. But yeah, from Caen, it's a fairly easy route, certainly driving wise, to um, Mont Saint-Michel. Um, I'm actually heading south for some strange reason. I don't know why I've done that. So I've probably missed the boat on Caen, really. But um, if we head southwest, well, I want to be west by southwest, then that's probably a better opportunity to. Oh, it's so difficult against the skyline to read white text. That's a bit of a silly thing to do, really. But I suppose also the other thing is it doesn't stand out too much. Saint Germain, blah, blah, blah. Saint Germain, blah blah blah. Can't see it. Okay. Oh, I'm not even. I'm looking at Con now. I'm not. Oh, Google Maps is horrific for just decent navigation. Well, I'm heading west by southwest, but none of these places sort of showing up for me. No. Huh, that's strange, actually. How far south did I go? Tempted to adjust my course and head northwest now. What I'll do is I might just set the destination actually as um, oh, this is most unusual. Okay. Well, we've now adjusted the course by going north. I just can't for the life of me work out where we are. None of this is coming up on the map, on my map anyway. But then again, these are tiny little places. Right, this is bothering me now. Okay, so I think we want to be right. We're okay then. We want to be heading. So if we're going to head to Caen, we want to be heading sort of northwest a little bit, to be fair. So it's not the end of the world, really. We've travelled a lot further than I thought, and I suppose because partly in my mind, I'm thinking t 10 minutes by car, not 10 minutes by plane. So the distances we're covering are lot further. I'm not working off an aviation map either. I'm working off Google Maps, so maybe that doesn't help with the trying to recognize the difference. Let's get some altitude as we approach Caen, and then we'll see the city more of it in its entirety, really. Then again, I think we want to just be slightly to the northwest, ever so slightly. This certainly is a large city. Again, these tiny little villages aren't really showing up for me on Google Maps at all. Got to have faith. Also, I think what I'm going to do, I'll pause it there because I'm really struggling to like, um, come on, those little hints and tips. I don't want to turn them all off because they could be quite handy actually. Why wouldn't you have the major cities on here? Um, I don't know how to pronounce that. Ouzey. Okay, it's come up. Yeah, I really want to be heading northwest now. So let's do that. That's to get to Caen. And I think it's worthwhile seeing. It'll be a big city. We're not far at all. And then from Caen, we're going to head southwest down a massive motorway, the A84. Okay. So I'm surprised we should be hitting Caen by now. I don't know why we're not. We're on a good northwest heading anyway. I think it's coming up in the distance. Yeah, we're doing okay. There is a big river that leads into the city. There's a Chateau de Caen. I don't know the name of the river. And then there's a large beach just north of Caen as well.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra contact Paris Center on 119.825.
It's very agricultural.
Going to 119.825 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Still got me landing.
Paris Center, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, 2,400 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
I don't know what all those details are about, but I want to sort of skip out on that, really. I just can't, it is bothering me. Like, let's just reduce the noise.
Airhop 753 to descend and maintain flight level 220.
Paris Center, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, cancel flight following.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra Paris Center cancellation received. Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
Paris Center, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 15211 miles east of Kent, 2,300 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Paris Center. Squawk 0454.
Squawk 045 for Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 11 miles east of Kent, 2,300 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
This really is like giving me all the little villages.
Good day.
That are like,
Roger, Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Paris Center, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 15211 miles east of Kent, 2,300 feet. Request flight following.
oh,
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Paris Center. Squawk 7236. Going to 124.8 Air France 758.
I'm going to circle around now. I'm getting so fed up with this.
6 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 11 miles east of Kent, 2,000 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger, Cessna, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Airhawk 753 to descend and maintain flight level 200.
What is going on here? Why is it not like... I want to cancel that destination now.
Lion Air 28 to descend and maintain flight level 360.
I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Never mind.
Airhawk 753 to descend and maintain flight level 200.
Right. I mean, I should be able to set surely anywhere as a destination. This is what annoys me. Like, why don't start all this dipping down bullshit? It's really, really pissing me off now, actually, if I'm honest.
Airhawk 753 to descend.
Why is there just not... Right, cancel destination. Done. Now where's it get me
Cessna
again?
Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 15211 miles east of Caen, 1,400 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Paris Center. Squawk 2136.
Squawk 2136 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 11 mile east of Caen, 1,400 feet.
This thing that's 5 nautical miles away, what is it referring to? That's what I want to know.
Roger, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Lion Air 28 to descend and maintain flight level 360.
Okay. Large city, isn't it? Caen. Very large city. God, I've got 3 screens. I'm sat down in the lounge. I've moved away from the triple monitor of the PC, and now somehow I've ended up like bringing the 3 screens with me. Actually, not as chilled as I wanted the lounge to be anymore. Do you know what I mean? It started off with it was just a TV and a games console. Then it was a TV and a laptop for streaming. And then it's a TV, a laptop and a tablet. The tablet for navigation. But it's not just this game now, the tablet. Like I use it for DayZ. I'm going to use it for a couple of the racing games to have some, you know, the tachometer and the speedometer on there and stuff. Beautiful town, isn't it? Can't wait to see Paris, actually. I should have Le Tour d'Eiffel on my downloads, but whether or not it's installed, I don't know. What is this thing though? It keeps saying user. I don't know what it's referring to. Okay, so this bridge that we're passing over is without a name, but if we get things bang on now and we just rotate to the southwest from Caen. We should be able to head down that nice road.
Transavia Flight 9052 descend and maintain flight level 360.
I say nice road, the
1498 descend and maintain
A84.
flight level 360.
In a huge city. Look at the size of that railway, like station and all the different lines and things. A large park there. Don't know the city at all, really. I don't even know if I've visited. I can't remember. I mean, if I can't remember, that's effectively a no. Okay. So we do want to be heading southwest for sure. I just can't see the major motorway. Oh, maybe it's there. I'm looking for anything that's heading southwest other than the river. We should start to leave the river actually.
Transavia Flight 9052 descend and maintain flight level 360.
The river should really head off to the south as we head southwest. Large road, isn't it, there?
Lion Air 282 descend and maintain flight level 360.
I wonder if that's the main route now out of Caen, the A84. Maybe I should just have faith in the compass navigation. Esque Notre Dame. None of these place names are showing up at all. I mean, this looks like a fairly sizable place. I'm surprised that's not showing up either. Oh, it is. Okay, let's head slightly over to the west. And the A84 main road should be off the starboard side, but should see Valdari, Valdari, Valdara, Valdari. I can't see it. Okay. We should also see a larger town. We're all right. We'll keep heading to southwest now. In doubt, follow a river. Missy. Again, it's just not on my map at all. It'd be nice. I should pull my finger out and start looking at maps, apps to download to plug into the flight sim, really. I haven't done that yet. Felt like I was really losing altitude, but maybe I'm still the same altitude above sea level, just the ground is getting higher, maybe? I don't know. I just pulled up to 2,000 foot. Oh, okay, alright, that's good news. Vili Bocage, I think it's pronounced. That's my best stab. Sits on the motorway, well, the A road anyway, the A84, so that's good news. That's starting to look like the A84. I think it is. You know, these place name labels aren't always bang on in the centre of places. I don't know why. Well, they're not in what people would regard as the centre. If that makes sense. So they might be like, they might just take an average of all the urban area and say that is in the centre. Okay, so here we go. Here's the main road anyway. We'll pick this up and we'll just follow this southwest now towards Mont Saint-Michel. That's an easy way to do things, really. It's a nice clear day, so I think it's worthwhile climbing as well to about 4,000 feet. It's a really easy route to get to then, if you follow down this main road to get to Mont Saint-Michel from Caen. But if you approach Mont Saint-Michel from the east, it's a more challenging route. Now I think I have got a great picture of Mont Saint-Michel. I said I wasn't going to go through pictures. I've got a fantastic shot of Mont Saint-Michel, but I mean it's very hard to take a bad shot. Do you know what I mean? It's such a beautiful place. I did attempt some time-lapse footage there, but it was mediocre. It's when I first started getting into time-lapse, to be honest. So it wasn't anything special. I used an intervalometer for my SLR, digital SLR camera, which of course, like many things nowadays, they're just built in. You don't need like that sort of specialist level equipment, really. Okay, still climbing to 4,000 feet. There we go, we'll level out now. So I don't know how. I think this altitude might be a little bit more optimal in terms of airspeed and thrust and things like that than 1,000 feet. I think it's you want that it's that compromise between thin air and friction versus thin air and engine efficiency maybe. That's why rockets tend to use solid fuel close to ground and then a liquid fuel propellant as they start to approach thin air and space really. The solid fuel is next to useless as the atmosphere thins. So I presume planes, all right, we're not talking about like 80,000 feet, but I'm sure there must be some degree of altitude effect on fuel efficiency, engine efficiency, etc. Jesus Christ, I bored the shit out of myself then. I actually did bore the shit out of myself. Sorry about that. Right, I've still got that bloody map marker on there. No idea. I really would like rid. Um,
Transavia 6004 descend and maintain flight level 360.
oh, oh, we've drifted west. Course correction. Quite significantly west as well, I think. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. We'll hit the coast anyway at some point, and then we can either go up or down from there really. Gonna overshoot because when I let go of that rudder, it snaps back in. There we go. Right, I'm gonna just Google to see how to get rid of that user marker. Okay, maybe it's because I haven't done a flight plan, I don't know.
And maintain flight level 360.
So flat, Normandy, isn't it? It's incredibly flat. Perfect for cycling, as many people do cycle around Normandy actually. It's wonderful for cycling.
Transavia 6004 descend and maintain flight level 360. Easy 8014 contact breast center on 120.15. Good day.
Good eye.
Descend and maintain flight level 360 Transavia 6004. Going to 120.15 easy 8014.
Right. I'll just move us back to 225 degrees. It's a little bit obsessive, but I think we've spent enough time. Well, I don't think we've really compensated, but it'd be a goddamn miracle if I hit Mont Saint-Michel bang on.
Transavia Flight 952 descend
It'd
and
be
maintain
purely
flight level 360.
accidental if I do. Oh, put my feet up. Why not? Oh, there we go. Oh, again, another plus point for simming it rather than flying in real life. Chill out, have a beer. I
Transavia
think
Flight 952 descend and maintain flight level 360.
I think I can see the coast. What have we got then? Oh, I've got a place favorited here. Oh, you
Transavia Flight 952 descend and maintain flight level 360.
don't know why it does it to me.
Breast center
Right,
falling 8747 flight level
Saint-Martin
360.
Don.
Falling 8747 breast center. Continue as planned.
Still on course. Fine. By the looks of things. It's beautiful again. Beautiful countryside down here. You could think we were flying over Britain. Apart from much more in the way of woodlands. Much more. It's truly superb actually.
Transavia 6004 descend and maintain flight level 360.
I wonder why all these settlements emerged, the non-coastal stuff, because there's France seems quite homogenous really in terms of the way its settlements are distributed around France, whereas Britain always seems a little bit more clumped together, like like galactic filaments and voids and things, whereas France just seems to be, yeah, just quite nicely dispersed everything, and I wonder why. You expect a lot of places like Australia's, I think, the extreme example where there's very little in the interior and all the sort of settlements, cities, towns, etc., around the coastal area where resources are, and that's what you expect. You expect large towns to be emerging where the resources are, but apart from agriculture, I don't know anything about France's geology and what resources are available. I don't think there's much in the way of natural gas, precious metal mining, coal mining. I don't think there's much of that at all. Don't know.
Easy 6502 descend and maintain flight level 360.
Well, I can see the coast in the distance anyway. Coming up to another larger city actually.
Easy 6502 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
Yeah, I'm tempted to head down actually and
Ryanair
just
7847 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
see what we can see. Oh God! Oh God! Oh no!
Ryanair 7847 descend and maintain flight level
That
tree
was
60.
what did our airspeed get up to?
Contact breast center on 120.15.
Quick.
Good day.
That's all I can say. Bloody quick.
East 120.15 speedbird 455. Easy 6502 descend and maintain flight level tree 6. Ryanair 7847
Actually,
descend and
when
maintain flight
you're
level tree 60.
quite low altitude, it doesn't look ridiculously flat. I mean, it is overall quite flat, but like it would appear to be a little bit hilly. Oh, oh God, it's such a chilled out game, Flight Sim. It really is.
7847 descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra contact breast center on 120.15. Good day. 120.15 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Wonder why nobody's created like
Breast center Cessna Alpha Sierra
just
X-ray Golf
a
Sierra
general like
600 feet.
easy space flight sim where you're just like a large space tug. Do you know what I mean? Like the USS Nostromo or something like that. And you're just landing on planets and dropping things off. And do you know what I mean? I could get into that massively, I suppose. Whoa, 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 whoa,
X-ray
whoa,
Golf Sierra.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Breast
There we
center
go.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 600.
If you release any of the rudders or ailerons too quickly, it can all go a little bit pear-shaped, really. And that's again because I'm on controller, not because. Well, I mean, I suppose I could release them gently off control, a little bit of compensation, a little bit of roll, and things like that. Yo, what's up? You all right, dude? So, I think it's a bit like a camera, really. You can't just change the iris, the aperture size, and the and forget about all the other settings. If you change the size of the aperture, you have to change two other settings. So you're always juggling three things at any one time. And I think flying the planes like that, you're always juggling the rudder, the flaps, the aileron, all of that sort of stuff. Oh, I've just. Oh, you weren't on earlier, dude. Yeah, I do. At some point, I've just come into the end of a flight. Actually, I don't know how long I've been flying for now. I've had two flights today, actually, but I didn't see you about. Let's have a look. Oh, 1 hour 20 minutes. Yeah. So I'm just coming to the end of a flight. I'm not sure actually. I haven't got an idea of the airport. Again, I've done another sort of nostalgia flights over some places in France that I've visited. They've all been nostalgia flights actually, but I'm heading to a place called Mont Saint-Michel, which is on the west coast of France. So it's a lovely island monastery. Maybe you could advise me. I've got this stupid marker on my map that says user, and it's like 30 nautical miles away. No, 42 nautical miles. I can't get that off. And if if I click left click, the plane goes into autopilot and takes me towards that marker. It drives me absolutely mad. Any idea at all? Oh, yeah, sorry, Mont Saint-Michel. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just like a large island that has a monastery on. I don't know. I think I've been there a couple of times in my life. Vaguely remember, but I'd be very surprised if I didn't have a picture of it of Mont Saint Michel. Like I'd be very surprised. Let's just get that heading. I mean, I should be hitting the coast shortly. Yeah, so I'm just struggling to get these markers off. To be honest, I was really struggling. It ended up thinking that I wanted to land at an airport, and it just wouldn't come off it. It was absolutely doing my head in, to be honest, at one stage. Like, oh, it seems like this site's down, this pixel fed. Okay, I haven't got a photo to show of it. I'm quite surprised at. Oh, by the way, I'm using cockpit view a bit more because I'm using a view that sits me up further towards the instrument cluster. I'm quite surprised. Oh, what have you said there? I can't set my departure. That's not the issue. It's this thing here. I can't get this marker off. Oh God, what the hell is going on here? What the hell? Oh God, I've got to, if I don't respond to chat, it's because I'm trying to concentrate. I don't know why I've lost the plot there. What's gone on here? I don't think there's any bad wind. Oh, I'm not going to fly today. Like I said, I've done about 3 hours of flying already, so I'm going to come off flight sim. But sorry about that. Every time you jumping on, it seems I'm jumping off. But definitely give me. What time are we on? 10 o'clock. Yeah, definitely give me a shout tomorrow. You know, I'll give you if I see you on. I'll give you a shout if I'm going on. I tend to. Don't know. I don't know when I flight sim really, but like I said, both of the occasions today, you weren't on at the time. But yeah, where are you thinking of flying anyway? Have you got somewhere that you can give me a tour around that you know well? That'd be pretty cool. God, this marker is really annoying me now. Whereabouts is that?
Easy tree 108 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
Oh, at least we're coming up on the coast anyway. That's the main thing. How on earth? I've definitely taken photos of Mont Saint Michel. I've just obviously not published them online. I suppose I've only got 100 or 200,000 photos. Yeah, no. It's one of the most beautiful places. Okay, actually, I think it's over there. Yeah, I'm going to hazard a guess there. Nashville. Is Nashville, Tennessee? Is that where Nashville is?
131 descend and maintain flight level
Oh,
360.
fantastic, cool. And will you be flying in the same Cessna
Descend and
as
maintain flight
me
level
then?
360
I imagine it'd be quite difficult. Oh, I'm tempted to have a go. It's getting late, but you know what? I'll have a go as soon as I've done um, this. I'll jump on with you then. Um, I'm getting really hot though for some reason. I can't take any more layers off. It's supposed to be winter in the UK, and I feel really hot. I think it's the Xbox. I think it's just been kicking out heat all day, and eventually the whole room's got really hot. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I don't recognise that place. One annoying thing about flight sim. Oh yeah, I'll stay up. I mean, 10 o'clock's not really that late for me, to be honest. Um, okay, that's cool. I know where we are now. So Mont Saint-Michel must be over here somewhere. I'm supposed to have got the French landmarks pack or something. I've downloaded it. I don't know if I then have to click something to install it, but I'm a bit disappointed with a lot of the landmarks of seeing bridges and things like that, or lack of them, actually.
124.8 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Rest Center Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray
This
Golf
is a
Sierra
wonderful
1000
place, this Mont
feet.
Saint-Michel. Once you reach the island out there, you can only go when the tide's out to walk across it, and you've got to time it. You know, you visit for 6 hours, because as soon as that tide comes back in, you are trapped out there, which is fantastic. But it's a huge island, absolutely huge. But I don't know why I'm struggling to see it. Okay. Oh no, that's all right. I suppose maybe in terms of the flight sim, we can't. Oh, there we are. There we are. Fantastic. Mont Saint-Michel. There we are. Beautiful. It's not sort of registering the place name. Yeah, some things are so well accurately depicted, um, and other things aren't so much. I don't know why. Bridges. I've been, I was expecting to see a few bridges around the world that have been quite disappointing. And I've just on this flight, there's a large bridge that was just a road across the river, like with cars driving underneath it. That I was a little bit disappointed. Don't get me wrong, this game has absolutely blown my mind away as to how good it is. But like, there's just a few things then that I've been like, oh, it's a little bit disappointed. Let's just get that throttle down a bit. And then, yeah, this is the island. So you sort of park up over here, and then walk across here, this beach. The tide's in at the moment, so the island's quite isolated, and it's absolutely beautiful, really, really scenic. I just can't believe I don't have a photo of it online. It's just so strange. Like, that is the sort of thing I would photograph. Well, I've definitely photographed it. I just can't believe I haven't published one. I'm just scanning through to see if I can see it, but no. Okay, I'm going to roll and hopefully keep the heading the same by using the rudder. Yeah, that is so well depicted, actually. That's incredibly well depicted. That's what it looks like in real life. That's superb. I'm blown away by that. How well they've done that. Crikey. I've explored that
Descend and
entire
maintain
island.
flight level tree 60 Ryanair 8165.
Wow. It would have been nice to have come with a midday sun actually, because half the island is in shadow, but actually it's the back of the island that's in shadow there. The road doesn't look like that at all. Oh, maybe it does actually. No, no, I can't remember to be fair. Can't remember the road being raised like that at all. No, I don't think that's been done right.
Falling tree 131 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
I'll have a look back at my photos and see. I'll have one more flyby and then we'll radio into the nearest ATC and try and land. I've just downloaded the F-18 pack. I think the Top Gun Maverick stuff. That should be pretty cool. Oh,
Falling tree 131 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Don't stall on me now. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Generic 6907 climb and maintain
Pleased
flight
about that.
level 190
That's made this
knots.
entire
Southwest
journey be
290
worthwhile.
knots.
Okay. Let's get onto the ATC now. Valsar. Runway 203 degrees. Runway 21 might as well.
Lima Foxtrot Romeo Whiskey Traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 6 miles southwest 600 feet inbound to land runway 21.
6 miles southwest, it said. Could just touch down in the field, actually. Well, there's no point in spawning where I am. Well, I suppose you could. It's called Mont Saint-Michel. I think I've got it in the title. Mount Saint Michael, basically, is the UK way of butchering the term. But to be honest, I'm happy to touch down and join you in Tennessee. Shouldn't take me too long. But it is a worthwhile look. I do need a little. I might just get a coffee and a toilet break actually. So if you do spawn in. I don't know, will I see you on my game? Is it like an open world thing? I don't know how this works. That'd be cool if you could just like if you're on somebody's friends list, can you just I don't know is the answer to that. Oh, autopilot's kicked in. LFRW. I don't know if that's the right one. I don't know anything about these. I know there is a VFR thing somewhere here, and that tends to give like airport information. Hmm, not sure. Just landed in the field. I did a huge climb up a mountain in southern Spain. It's about 8,000 feet high the mountain, and I knew it was going to be a climb, so I got up to about 2,000 feet or 3,000 feet before I sort of got to the base of the mountain. But I still, if I just didn't make it by about, if I'd have been 200 feet higher, I'd have made it. And I ended up sort of touching down on the top of the mountain. It was crazy. That was my last flight. And then unfortunately the plane toppled. Oh, I've got nothing to show me the pattern. Runway 21. It says pattern entry here, and I've got like my, well, I call it ILS. I can't see anything. I've got no guidance to land. I don't know where the airport is. Christ. Cessna, Sierra, X-ray, Golf, Sierra, Whiskey, emergency landing. Here we go. I have to touch down in the sea. Couldn't do that with a 747 or an Airbus A380. But yeah, there we go. I've abandoned that landing attempt. Um, okay, all right. Well, I just need to go to the loo. I'm gonna grab a coffee, and then I'll give you a shout when I'm back. I'll be like maximum of like 5 minutes at most or whatever it is. So yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna end the stream as well. Okay, in a sec.